Cosmic Mind ED is where you need to be. Cosmic Minds. All we do is shine. Whew. Alright. Abundance rising. Blessings, protection, everything. Self-employed versus 9 to 5. I'm gonna be brief, more than likely. Enjoy the new beat. I'm gonna go share. Be patient. All right, man, we back. Appreciate your patience. Um, oh man, been self-employed, like I said, on a show before, 10 years plus. Um, you know, of course, we know what 9 to 5s do. Most 9 to 5s, most people are don't have the encouragement, or they don't have the intestinal fortitude to monetize and create a business model from their own creative ideas. So you have a lot of people that are in 9 to 5s that have a lot of great ideas, and what ends up happening is if they're not around somebody self-employed or with a self-employed mental state, those 9 to 5 people gonna always majority likely limit you to just 9 to 5, man. Like, they'll say some shit like, man, how you gonna do all of that and do all this business stuff and ideas, man, when you gotta be at work or you gotta work to pay bills. And that's another thing with the 9 to 5. Most people are just working just to pay bills, just to get by, just to like I tell y'all so much to brag about paying bills, to brag about how many bills they pay. Uh, and I know some people say, well, 9 to 5s are dependable. 9 to 5s already made as job security. Let's put this in parentheses and make sure this is in your consciousness, deep within it. There is no such thing as job security anymore, okay? There is no such thing as job security anymore. You need to go look up and research a lot of these layoffs. A lot of these franchises are closing down. A lot of these big franchises people go to, a lot of these main box stores, Walgreens, different big ass franchises that people go to all the time. A lot of these big franchises are closing down faster than y'all can put your application in and go through the whole rigmarole ass process. You feel what I'm saying? Being self-employed, man, you set your own hours. You are your own boss. That's the biggest thing. You are your own boss. You know what I'm saying? When you see things need to be changed and adjusted and adapted to different new climates and different things of that nature, as a self-employed person, you can do that. You can tweak things and different things of that nature. And 9 to 5, you got to go ask. Most likely, you know what I'm saying? You got to get permission to change something up. You got to you got to talk to human resources. It's just a bunch of pretty much run around. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of pretty much run around. You got to talk to human resources. You probably got to write up some papers. You got to probably write why you needed it changed. And you know what I'm saying? And then with 9 to 5s, man, just look at it, man. So many people, even people you personally know, they complain about what? How much they getting paid, how much the job is, da 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 da. They sick of the customers or whatever have you. The customers are so rude, da 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 da. See, when you self-employed, if somebody's rude to you, a customer, whatever, you can do what? You can reject. You could reject services to them. You could say, "I will not be serving you," or whatever have you. Go to the next vendor or whatever have you. You don't have to serve them. Same with businesses too. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't own the business, or when you're not the supervisor, you just the employee, or the regular worker, you're not able to do that to refuse. Uh, you're not able to make that executive quote unquote decision. You know what I mean? So a lot of people got to deal with them customers they can't stand, and the customers know you can't stand them. They know they assholes. Some of them, a lot of them. And then a lot of people are not evaluating. A lot of people are not evaluating this AI shit. All you gotta do is go look at Futurama. Go look at this show, Futurama, and that'll show you what the fuck they pretty much about to do. What this shit gonna look like. Um, Self-employed people, man, being self-employed, you don't usually get no handouts. You don't usually get a lot of help. especially from people that claim they love you, people that claim they fuck with you, people that claim you. Like, put it like this: the same people that's gonna have their hand out when I'm talking about when you self-employed, the same people that's gonna have their hand out as far as if things were to blow up with your product, your businesses, your services, your investments, your creative ideas, they the same people that's not putting majority of instances. They the same people that's not investing in you. They the same people that's not sharing your products. You know how people do customer referrals to these 9 to 5s and oh man, I'm gonna get my homeboy on to this job. Motherfuckers don't do that shit when you self-employed. Yo man, you know what I'm saying? My cousin sell the best goddamn da 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 whatever. People don't hype you up like that. The people will hype them jobs up like that though. And another thing, again, y'all really need to start, because look, I saw a video today. It was a truck driver dude, and he had his truck backed into the lot of the staging area, so to speak. And it was all forklifts that was ran by AI. It was all AI forklifts. It was not one quote unquote human person, humane or whatever human person on those forklifts. So fellas, back, the area I came from, that was one of the jobs that was paying very well, forklift driver. You feel me? That was one of the jobs. You could be at the warehouse, man, making good ass, solid ass money as a forklift driver. You could just be there, and usually they don't get rid of the forklift drivers back, from my era, the 80s era, whatever. Like that was literally job security because they knew more. First of all, they didn't want to train a bunch of other people because they know that would take time and energy to do that shit. And so they usually had one or two good people that was really, really great at the forklift, whether it was standing up for whatever. But now, like I be telling people, and I'm pretty sure a variety of other people been saying it too, this AI shit is gonna fuck y'all over, a lot of people over. The 9 to 5 regular, just I gotta work, is because, again, the CEOs of these companies, man, a lot of them get tired of, a lot of them want to have a lot of production with little payout as possible. They want to get peak results with as little payout as possible, okay? So, y'all with this 9 to 5 thinking it's still secure and job security and all that goofy, stupid shit, man, look, they got robot everything, fam. See, they just got people assimilated with all the self checkouts and just, slow rolling everybody. They already got lawnmowers, lawn equipment that could drive itself with sensors on it. It can cut the grass itself. It got forklifts that could drive itself. You truckers, you people that semi trucks and all that, they gonna have trucks. They have trucks. They know they gonna have it. They have it already. The trucks that are driving themselves. I think in New York they have the patrol dogs, the robot patrol dogs, and all of that. This stuff is here. Like all of these jobs, people thought. Let me see. What's it? What's the meter maids? Yeah, they call them meter maids. Yeah, the ones that come by to give you the ticket of the meter. Eventually, y'all not gonna have a job either because they gonna look. This is what I keep telling y'all. CEOs and self-employed or people that, because CEOs and these billionaires and these companies, they self-employed. So, well, they entrepreneurs / self-employed. So, the biggest thing that most self-employed entrepreneurs, whatever, are looking for is the what? Cut down their overhead. Cut down their overhead, cut down their turnover ratio of people quitting and shit. All of that. All of that. So y'all have to understand with that AI shit, they don't got to worry about people calling out sick. They don't have to worry about motherfuckers needing breaks. They don't have to, because the productivity is going to go up. They don't have to worry about motherfuckers crying about more money. They don't have to worry, well, not crying, but asking for more money, raises. They don't have, you know what I mean? You have to understand what's here, not what's coming. What is here? What's here? I'm pretty sure they're going for the food service people at the fast food. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have shit that's cooking itself. Cook the food and it's gonna dispense, the food for you. You know what I'm saying? Or you probably gonna have one person back there just to make sure. You see what I'm saying? So there is no job security, people. A lot of y'all are literally walking fucking zombies. And a lot of y'all that work for some of these companies are gonna shut down because I'm just telling you, a lot of people are gonna get used to, because a lot of people already love instant gratification. So once this AI shit fully starts taking over, a lot of the jobs y'all working at and companies, a lot of them shits are gonna be forced to close down because they're not gonna be able to keep up. They're not gonna be able to keep up. And like a lot of people are saying, we need to learn how to fix AI, learn how to fix the machines and different things of that nature. And people don't understand being a 9 to 5. You got to count every dollar, every cent, the gas you're using. You have to evaluate everything as a great investment. Even the people especially the people you dating, talking to, dating, colleagues, associates. All of these vendor events that's going on right now, coming up in the holidays. You really have to look at it and be like, okay, is this a great investment for me to pay this 60, 70, 100, 80, 50, whatever dollars it is to go to this event? Because if I'll make at least triple my money back, now I got to recoup that money. Now I got to recoup that money because I'm paying vendor fees, and then a lot of people are, I call them tweeners. A lot of people are doing their 9 to 5 and attempting to do their self-employed thing or whatever, and it's burning them out. Having burnout, experiencing burnout. And a lot of people that are 9 to 5s don't have financial discipline because they're so suppressed at their job, and when they get a little freedom, that's why they want to blow money. See, when you self-employed, you have more freedom. So when you get that free time or that free space or that leisure space, you're not thinking of how many ways you can blow your money and fuck up your check. You know what I mean? You're not thinking about that because being self-employed, you know how vital every dollar is, man. Ain't no splurging, unnecessary spending, because damn, this could go on inventory, this could go on marketing, this could go. You're literally your own CEO. People will always. A lot of people always say, "I want complete control of my life, my money, my finances." Well, you have to be self-employed. You have to be an entrepreneur. A lot of people are complaining about what? You get a check, and it's mad taxes coming out your check, and you barely got any money, to get by. A lot of people procrastinate on doing their self, and they say you're supposed to create what? At least have 5 to 7 streams of income coming in. So I don't even understand how people just get stuck on just having one job or one. Let's just not even call it a job. Let's just say one stream of income, and that's your 9 to 5. How do you just, you know what I'm saying? How do you just feel safe? How does that feel safe to you? You know what I mean? When your shit could close down, unless it's some special type of company. You see what I'm saying? Just like when that COVID shit hit, a lot of businesses closed down, and it forced people to be self-employed. And we know we have that in us from from Big Mama or whoever in the hood selling dinners and slinging plates and shots to, you see what I'm saying, the more, a little more refined business and products or whatever have you. And when you self-employed or you working yourself to be self-employed, you have to have somebody that's literally as financial literate and disciplined as you are. A lot of relationships go fucked up or mad or bad because um when you self-employed, hell, even when you got a 9 to 5 for real, you know what I'm saying? You a lot of people want like fast results. Then they're not there to help build up shit faster. A lot of instances when you self-employed, a lot of people are like, "Well, damn, you've been doing this much." See, that's what I'm saying. This team thing is vitally needed when you self-employed. You know what I'm saying? You don't, you don't, you don't, you you cannot get succubus when you self-employed, fam. I'm talking about as far as lovers, friends, associates, business partners, whatever, fam. Because I'm telling you, it sets you back that much more, that much more when you got somebody that's not assisting in the elevation of your creative ideas and your business or whatever you want to call it. Real shit. You have people that, like I said, the tweeners, they want to become full-time self-employed entrepreneurs because they want to what people say, all cliche, like they want to control their own destiny. Or they want to control their own destiny, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Not drag into a place that you really don't want to go to. Then people don't understand how you share certain energy with different strangers and different people every day, and you don't know where their energy is coming from, and then motherfuckers be wondering why you was feeling upbeat, but then you went to work and now you feeling so worn out and drained because you went around a bunch of different variety of coworkers. You know what I'm saying? You touching the stuff they touch, you in the, you understand me? So you picking up that energetic energy also, you know what I'm saying? What if the owners or the supervisors or the bosses, the people that pay your check, what if they energy low and they give you that money? You see what I'm saying? You around them all the time, you interacting with them all the time. You figure tell me. See, when you quit a job, it takes people so much longer usually to do what? Get another one and another one that's better. Because you still have to, the reason why I say take longer is because you still have to go through some sort of fucking process rigmarole. Orientation, filling out the application, waiting on them to call you back. If they call you back, you know what I mean? It's just the whole rigmarole process. That's what keep a lot of people stuck in these jobs. Also, you don't give yourself the comfort level of, okay, I got this gig, but I got my products coming up. I'm developing, getting all my equipment straight. I'm getting all my ingredients I need for a product. I'm getting all my, you know what I'm saying? You need to see if one, I think it was Dame Dash or one of them what they call business gurus or whatever. They say if you're gonna spend 6 to 8 hours or 6, 4, whatever part-time hours, if you're gonna put 4 to 8 to 12 hours on somebody else's clock, man, you gotta definitely carve out at least 2 to 3 hours to put into your craft, B. You have to, man. Or your different creative ideas. You have to. That's why so many people they see, a lot of people going through depression shit because of relationships and all that stuff. But a lot of people going depression because they have a whole lot of ideas within them that's just stagnant. Let me say that one more time. A lot of people are going through depression. They going through creative depression because they have a lot of ideas that some of them are great, some of them, not so great, but still, they have ideas, creative ideas, interdependent ideas that they want to do, and them shits are just sitting stagnant. And just like a bad diet, it's gonna bring you down. Slowly but surely. What people say, don't wait till stuff is perfect. Just get started. Stop waiting until, if you got, like, say for example, you got
lotions and stuff like that, products like that. Make a few jars of lotions, and then what? Turn your employees and all the people that you got to be able that you're around or whatever, and they looking in your face and they talking and gossiping. Turn them into your first what? Customer base. Turn them into your first customer base and be selling so much work there that the supervisor got to let you go. That's how much money you need to be making at your job. That's what a lot of people aren't doing. Take these notes. Your first customer base should be the employees that's coming to wherever said job you are, your co-workers, etc. That should be your first customer base. So people that be wanting to that want to extract themselves from the jobs and different things of that nature, I completely get that. It's just that while you in it, people be feeling like, man, I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to do that, and put my time in it. We make time and space for what we make time and space for. Cut back on the going out, maybe cut back on the, watching other shows, or, cut back on the unnecessary gossip phone calls, or, you know, things of that nature. The frivolous spending, cut back on that, and all of these different um whether it's goofing off, you know what I'm saying? And that's great to have a child, the balance. However, if you've been neglecting your creative ideas, this is what's bringing a lot of people down, and them not being able, not just to monetize it, but to see the enjoyment and the fulfillment of someone using their product and enjoying it. That means a lot to people that's self-employed. Your cousin Ray Ray, CC, JJ, they say, "Oh man, I love your lotion or your ointment or your, you know what I'm saying, your whatever bouquets, your soaps, your, you know what I'm saying, your whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it made my skin feel so much better. You know what I'm saying? It made my gut feel so much. You got the herbs and the tea, but it made me feel so much. Da, 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 da. That really, really, really is uh, uh, a great dopamine high for entrepreneurs, self-employed beings. Those ones, like I said, those what I call, it's called street vendors, because they're mostly at festivals and different pop-ups and different things of that nature. Um, when you and if these some people, all of them have what I call earth family or family members or social acquaintance around them. People, this is what we're saying about group economics. This is another facet of group economics. We have to invest in the people that your homies, your colleagues, your nieces, your nephews, your whoever. Yes, they may need guidance. Their idea may need a little refinement or whatever, and that's fine. That's easy stuff. That's easy stuff. However, we need to salute to all of the ones doing it, but it needs to be more. It needs to be more youth entrepreneurship. It's too many youth walking around. If you walk up to them and say, "Hey, man, back in the days, I was asked that. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do?" You see what I'm saying? Ask the youth around, teenagers, children, whomever. You see what I'm saying? Ask them around you. What do you want to do? What ideas do you have that, or more simply, what ideas do you have that can make you some money? What creative ideas do you have that can enlighten other people, make people feel good, or raise their vibrations, help their health, whatever. You know what I'm saying? However way you present it to your youth, you know what I mean, or the youth around you or whatever. But yeah, back to it. And we definitely need to invest in our youth, our nieces, nephews, cousins, but we have to spark that entrepreneurship and that just the creativity first, the creative thinking first. You see what I'm saying? We have to spark the creative thinking first, the deeper thinking first, abstract thinking first. You overdig me? And a lot of people already have youth that's like that. You overdig me? But like I said, we don't invest in them enough. A lot of people don't. Now, and I'm not talking about keeping them in the system. I'm talking about life skills, making them self-sufficient, having them be self-employed / entrepreneurs. That's what I'm talking about. You know. That's part of group economics. That's why when people say generational wealth, excuse me, hold on. Excuse me, my bad. All right, people talk about generational wealth. However, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are the practices of that? A lot of people want to do all the work themselves, as far as parents, handlers, or whoever, but that's putting a lot of strain and stress on yourself. Um, yeah, I want to pass down something. I want to leave something with children. That's great. However, hell, invest in their ideas and y'all become business partners. And that everybody's doing something and got streams of income and different ideas and things flowing. That way, it's not so much stress on you. And then a lot of parents feel like the stress on your pockets because some when as children, young youth, teens, whatever, teen males, girls, whatever, they they have sometimes expensive taste. They want the name brand, this to that, and you need to get them out of materialism too. You got to get them out of materialism because that's going to affect what your pockets, because they gonna want the newest, expensivest. See, and then when they self-employed and entrepreneurs, and they got like, oh, you an entrepreneur, you self-employed or whatever, you've been selling your cookies, your da 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 whatever. Yeah, go ahead if you want that new game, that new app, that new toy, the new sneakers, the new something. Yeah, go ahead and take your money. Go ahead and take a percentage of your money. Go and spend. Then that's gonna put what? That's gonna have them what? Financial literacy, financial discipline early, and critical thinking early. Because then that's gonna put it on them to be like, well, yeah, I do have the money, but man, I know I just started on it, or then they'll what? Have to evaluate whether that's really important or not, whether that toy, that item, just let's just say that item, that leisurely item or whatever, as far as your child or you, young youth or whatever, when you have them self-employed entrepreneurs and they have not just you giving them money, they're earning money by doing their creative ideas. That's the best, because I know some people say allowance. That's giving them money. And sometimes they earn it by doing a little chores work, but it's great for them to show them how to what invest that money and not blow it on nothing. Invested in something they creatively want to do, and that's within them and within their control. They know how to draw, etc. But whatever have you. And it's a lot of you. Salute to all of the youth entrepreneurs. I salute y'all. I appreciate y'all, and we see y'all. I see. But we definitely need to invest more in our homies, our colleagues, our friends, our if they need, like I said, if they need you to share their product, refer people to them, share their posts, buy some product and just give them as gifts. You know what I'm saying? Whatever have you. You see what I'm saying? We have to actively, even if they're doing podcasts or whatever, or shows, virtual shows, whatever you want to call it. If they're doing whatever have you, man, we gotta help build it up so it can circulate and benefit us all. And we have to um get out the 9 to 5 mentality just overall, man. Just that 9 to 5 mentality of just going to a job, being robotic, being zombies, anything like that. In other forms of our life, we have to break routines and certain habits also. And so jobs usually and 9 to 5s usually get people in the same type of routine. A lot of people develop unhealthy eating habits. You see what I'm saying? Just going to these jobs and these 9 to 5s and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you usually grabbing something quick because you usually don't have but 30 minutes to an hour to eat. You see what I'm saying? So, if you didn't bring your lunch, which most people don't, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's a whole other thing. And, is the lunch healthy? If you are bringing the lunch, is the lunch healthy for you? Is that going to have you on the job or the gig sleepy and tired and ready to sit down? You know what I mean? Is it gonna fuel you for the rest of the gig, or is it gonna just make you sleepy as fuck? You know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, man, I had that whatever, man, for lunch, man. I'm sleepy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now you less effective on the gig because you had an unhealthy lunch. You know what I'm saying? Whether you bought the lunch or whether you bought the lunch as far as you went to buy it from like a fast food place or whatever have you. And like I said, most instances people still have 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. And that's not even enough space and space to it takes maybe 15, 20 minutes, depending on the food, because different food or different substances, chemicals or whatever you put in your body takes different durations of space and time to process through your body. So you see what I'm saying? So that's not even enough space and time to what they call digest your food properly. Do you see what I'm saying? Before you get right, but of course, yes, you have to burn it off. I get to burning it off, but you understand what I'm saying. In order to burn it off, it has to fuel you first. You overdig me. So, but yeah, just being self-employed, man, entrepreneurs, man, and a lot of people are doing that in entrepreneurship. Now we have to start owning again. Dr. Claude Anderson, salute to him and different ones. We have to start owning industries. You see what I'm saying? If you gonna do soap, you know what I'm saying, try to be have the biggest soap industry. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do hospitality or different things, whatever it may be. You see what I'm saying? Of course, it's a build up to that. I understand, and like I said, this is not emphasized enough. Uncle, auntie, grandma, daddy, granddaddy, mama, mother, sister, whoever. And like I said, people about to start, a lot of people about to start being around each other, doing their holiday stuff. And then for the ones that, aren't doing it and aren't celebrating, aren't going to be around it, and don't feel bad, man. Don't feel lonely, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about being self-employed, right? An entrepreneur, you got all your creative ideas and your products and everything, and the people around you, let's say you still do partake in that stuff, the Christmas stuff and all that. These motherfuckers don't have none of your products. They didn't buy nothing from you. You seeing them open up what they call quote unquote gifts. They opening up gifts from other people's family members, because people say, what do you mean by that, Cosmic? Because it's another family brand, it's another family's product, it's another family's idea. Do you see what I'm saying? And you seeing them open mad boxes or whatever it is, paper boxes, whatever's going on. You see what I'm saying? And they mad happy. You know what I mean? They mad happy. And you looking at them like, God damn, y'all ain't buy none of my soaps. Y'all ain't buy none of my goddamn, whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? But then they'll be talking shit to you and say some of them will say, well, you need to just go ahead and get a job and quit that goddamn, selling your soaps or your incense. Motherfucker, y'all not buying any of it. Y'all are not buying any. And watch this. Let's say you selling soaps and different things like that, different crafts and products. These motherfuckers are going to buy the same shit that you are selling, but more is going to be chemicals in it and it's going to be toxic for them. Let's say you do buy soap. You mean to tell me the people around you not buying soap? Whether it's body wash, bar soap, whatever. And they buying it, whatever products you have. You know what I mean? Juices, anything. They buying this stuff. And you seeing it moment after moment after moment when you around your friends, your homies, your colleagues, your family, you seeing them basically put chemicals in themselves, put toxins in themselves, on themselves, in themselves, whatever. And then on the business level, you seeing them steady grow other people businesses and companies and infrastructures and institutions and all of that. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't have to go to college for no business degree and all that. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Why you say that, Cosmic? Because it's about you having your creative ideas is already within you. You know what I'm saying? You don't need school for that. You have to just be a thinker and be able to have things that you're good at Oh, you know how to play the drums, you know how to play instruments, whatever it is. That's what I'm saying. It's a talent, it's a creative idea in the craft or whatever have you, an ability, a creative ability. You see what I'm saying? It's just that a lot of people, when you self-employed entrepreneur, especially when you first start now, or even in a lot of stages, they want you to what, lowball yourself, do it for free, do it for nothing, give them a discount if they do buy, some. Now salute to the real and salute to the great loyal customers and etc. is the ones that's buying stuff from you at the price that you set it at. You know what I mean? They not giving you no lullaby stories. Oh man, something went on. I gotta pay you. I would get something. That's not doing nothing for that. That's another thing, y'all. That's not doing nothing for the entrepreneur, self-employed person, the person with a benefit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was going. I'm just looking. I was going. Um. Uh. Buy some, but my check. People will literally tell you their personal business of why they aren't able to purchase something. It's just like, yo, don't tell me that's not doing nothing for me. It's not. It's not doing nothing for that entrepreneur, that self-employed person that needs that financial exchange more than likely to grow their business. Like I said, and then to whatever other personal things they have going on also. You figure they'll you talking about your money stuff, whatever that person is in need of the exchange also. Do you see what I'm saying? So they won't be saying the same thing you saying similar. And just looking is great. That is great, y'all. Thank you for just all the I'm just looking. But however, to grow businesses, entrepreneurs, vendors, street vendors, whatever you want to call them, contractors, whatever, you have to purchase the services, the businesses, the products. And if you're going to just look, take a video, do a reel, do a video, promote the business, promote the products, promote the actual service. And that's what I was saying. If you're going to look, even for the ones that's not purchasing now, refer other people that do have the money then, that do have a high percentage chance that they will purchase something. Don't let it just be a wasted interaction of I'm just looking, well, my check gonna be in next. That's a whole lot of wasted energy. It really is. Between whatever many parties that's involved. Because a lot of these big companies and big corporations and these big whatever, they not trying to hear all of that, how, if they a lot of these big companies that got all of the poisonous and chemicals and stuff in it, they wouldn't be as big as they are if they was hearing all of the, well, I'm just looking, my check gonna be in next week. So being self-employed, man, people gotta understand we have overhead. It's gas to get to where we going, and just eternal energy to might have to load your products up. You might have to make and create products. You see what I'm saying? Depending on how much you got. So let's say you are doing 1,000 products. 1,000 products in your kitchen or in your whatever, and you don't have the quote unquote updated equipment yet. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot. When I say overhead, people don't factor in their energy and time and labor spent actually creating the product and the services. People don't actually factor in their own time and labor and creating that it takes to create the product, the service, etc. The promotion of it, the advertisement, the marketing of it, all of that. The money, sometimes the money you got to put into that, the attention, because I told you, attention is an investment also. So the attention you have to put into that. A lot of people are having situations and problems with these 9 to 5. Your check is short. it was too many taxes taken out. A lot of people are going to men, especially usually, you going through that child support stuff. You know what I mean? And I don't mean self-employed doing stuff illegally, fam. I mean doing stuff that you know is not gonna get you in harm's way or no bullshit. You see what I mean? But yeah, it's not. I mean, I've been there before. You know what I mean? It's nothing like feeling great and knowing you thinking because oh, I worked overtime and time and a half, and you know what I mean, I'm about to get a decent check. Check. Man, and that child support come outside and the taxes and all that other stuff you be like, God damn, what is it good for? Like real spit, you be like, what is this? What is this? What is this good for? So yeah, man, you just be like, damn, that was so much wasted goddamn energy and effort. That's why even being this self-employed, you have to study your market. You have to study your market that you're in, the location, the state, the market of people that you're around, because some people, I call them nickel and dime people. Them people are just gonna nickel and dime you, fam. They're gonna always try to get a discount. They'll pull they the type, some of them are the type that'll pull out a knot of money and still be bojangling you. They will pull out a knot of money or a little small whatever, and then they'll be man, you won't understand the irritation of that, the level of insulting of your intelligence. Like, for example, I've literally had people, I said, yo, whatever the product is, the whatever it is, yeah, man, that's $10. Man, let me get it for $5. And these motherfuckers don't pull out a $5. They don't pull out a $5. They don't pull out a pound. They don't pull out $5 on it. They pull out a goddamn $10 bill, son. And people say, well, that's probably they last. Well, goddamn it, how you know the entrepreneur, the employee, the vendor, the whatever, the street vendor, how you know they not on they goddamn it last? They don't have anything. And how you know given that blessing or that whatever have you, or that exchange, that divine exchange, isn't a gateway to what? Get you double back or triple back what you're offering. Yeah, man. That's another part of the business discipline and being a CEO and having your own whatever have you. Self-employed is, man, you really have to regulate your emotions and your feelings and because people will insult your intelligence and just it be irritating, fam. And they will be trying to a lot of people will try to nickel and dime and bojangle you. They will. That's why you really have to study your market. You have to know the group of people, whether it's a cookout, a big ass festival, or whatever. You have to know what environment you're going around. And that's why with a lot of vendor events and stuff, I asked about the foot traffic, because you have to look at the area it's in, especially the area it's in, because you have a certain level of area, certain level of income that come into certain areas. So you might have an only expectancy of certain levels of spending in certain areas. So you're going to have to, as a self-employed person, entrepreneur, whatever have you, street vendor, whatever have you, street hustler, whatever you want to call yourself, you have to adapt your product to where you're not taking a loss and you're giving a great service and you're not bojangling. So for example, people will say the body oils, man, I only get mine for $5, the big bottle. So what I did was I got the bottles one size smaller, and I said, well, these are the $5 bottles and the larger bottles are $10. You see what I'm saying? So that way I'm still giving them a service, I'm still giving them a great product, and I'm not lowballing myself. Because no business, I don't care who company, business, small, big, large, whatever, would grow if they always giving people discounts from the mark price, the price that you put on your product. If you're constantly giving discount favors, your business is not gonna go efficiently. It's not, because most people say you're supposed to make double. You're supposed to make triple back. You're supposed to attempt to make triple your profit. You got to put back into the business. You got to put back into your pocket, and then most likely you got to put into some type of if you got somewhere to stay, or you groceries, or your leisurely, your functionality stuff. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, I know they got the times 10 rule and all of that. That's ideally great. However, but you want to at least triple your profit. And then people got to understand, as a street vendor and self-employed, people will say some stuff like, and this is one of just experiences from different customers with different interactions. They'll say stuff like, well, I can go get this over here at this store or this big store. They have to first recognize that you're not a large store. You're not $1 million company. So $1 million, we have to understand mass production. If someone is able to mass produce something, yes, they're able to sell it at you to a lower cost. It might be less quality also, though, but that's a whole nother discussion. But yes, they're able to sell it at you to you at a lower cost, because they're not in the process of, they are, I'm not gonna say that they are in the process of growing their business, but they're further along in the process. So you shouldn't expect the guy that you see selling the incense and the lotions and the shirts and the t-shirts and his own clothing line. You shouldn't expect him to be like, well, man, damn, I can go get a whole outfit from the mall for goddamn it. Well, but fam, they are big $1 million companies. I'm growing my business. Yeah, when we get when somewhere in that stratosphere or in that area, then yeah, I'll be able to mark stuff that. I'll be able to do these special deals and special da 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 da. Then another thing, people, stop expecting discounts if you a first time customer. Now, if you somebody that's been at least 3 times, at least 2 to 3 times, you feel me? But don't expect you just a random person coming up, never seen you before. This is our first interaction. However, or it might be you might seen them before and they didn't buy anything the first few interactions. You see what I'm saying? Especially those. Don't expect no discount or no lookout or no hookup or can you do this for me? No, we just now doing the first exchange, fam. At least let it be the third exchange, and then it's like, okay, then we see some consistency. Because the only way these big corporations become big corporations, they have what? Faithful customers. Faithful as far as like the cost codes, but they have faithful members, huh? Just like these churches and stuff and these corporations, they have faithful members, huh? They have faithful members, faithful customers and clientele. Faithful business partners that they're dealing with consistently, and suppliers and different things of that nature. So people think it's, oh man, my job is so tough. No. Being self-employed is tough, way tougher. And I'm not talking about overly complicated job. You a physicist or you underwater welder, electrician. You know what I mean? No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about these regular jobs most people go to. Or just the regular average jobs people go to. The cashiers, the customer service worker at the front of the store. You know what I mean? And then a lot of times people say, when they get off 9 to 5, I feel drained. Like I said again, a lot of instances you feel drained because you've been around a lot of random customers, their energy coming in. Some of the customers some people are more friendly with the customers than others. Some customers giving you a hug or they touching your handshake or whatever. All of that stuff is an exchange of energy. Then, like I said, you got the co-worker part. You know what I mean? Whatever the co-workers coming in there with. You feel what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Then the supervisor, if you got them supervisors or floor supervisors or managers or shift leaders or whatever it is, you mean their energy coming in. You know what I mean? So it's a whole lot to just be, going through eternally within yourself for, let's put aside the old clocking in and all, you know what I mean? Let's put aside all that. Then watch this. Dealing with traffic. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with traffic, people energy going when you want to get to the 9 to 5, having to get there. Let's say you whether it's you still dealing with traffic, because even if you use the public transportation, they still in what? Traffic. So you still dealing with traffic either way. So that whole rigmarole thing that goes on, you ever dig me? And whether you even if like I said, even if you're driving, you see what I mean? Then a lot of people don't factor in with their wages an hour. They don't do a overhead assessment, like how much is it going to take you to get to this job. Yeah, it might be paying you $25 an hour, but it's going to take you $20 worth of gas to get there. And we talking about there and back. You got to factor there and back every day. You see what I'm saying? Or every other day or 5 days a week or whatever. You have to factor that in. Then you have to factor in food. You got to factor in that every day regardless. But however, like I said, you got to factor all these factors in that overhead stuff. Then whatever your leisurely activities and all that stuff. So that's why a lot of people are barely making rent and all that. Forget it, and that's why a lot of people overcompensate with the leisurely activities, because they've been paying bills, you know what I mean? So they end up blowing it, and then they have to what? They got to go work double hours at the place you really don't want to be at. You really don't want to do this shit. So but then you got to go triple down on the hours and work double hours. Now you got to be in this environment around these energies and these beings and all of that, And then that's why they call it the what? The rat race. I call it the hamster wheel. The hamster wheel. And if you are doing your best to assimilate or transfer to being full-time self-employed from a job, man, you have to have full cooperation. That's that first word. Answer cooperation, encouragement, and support from your lovers, your homies, your friends, your whoever, man, that's attached to you like that on like a constant basis or a semi-consistent basis, man. You aren't able to be you shouldn't be around people that's gonna rush the process of the whatever, because people that want to rush the process as far as the creativity and then certain things, the money coming back, unless they're stepping up to assist in the process, again going faster, they need to shut the fuck up. Unless they're helping you, just like, okay, again, when people go work at jobs and they want to make a bonus or they want to make a commission or for the certain jobs is like that, or they want to whatever, they gonna what? They gonna put forth more effort. They gonna find more customers. They gonna get more whatever. Are people doing the same thing with the person, their lover, their homie, their friend, their colleague, their wife, husband, their man, their woman, their whatever? Like, yo, I know you got, you got this idea, you know what I'm saying? But damn, this shit ain't moving fast enough. Then, what the person that's saying that, okay, hold on. What are you doing to make it move faster? That's the question. What are you doing to build a product up faster? The popularity. So when the popularity builds up, then the sales will be booming off and popping. Are you assisting in that, or are you just talking shit? Because a lot of instances of self-employment, people be when you self-employed, or you know what I'm saying, you entrepreneur, a variety of both or whatever. A lot of people talk little, like they say sometimes it's subliminal little shit, little sarcastic, and people think, oh, it's just jokes. Yeah, it's a lot of fuck shit and jokes too. It's a lot of hate and sarcasm ass shit and jokes. That's why you got a lot of comedians that are funny as shit because of their sarcasm within the joke. So you have a lot of people that are in relationships that you have a lot of people that want their whole soul and spirit is depressed because you are going to that fucking 9 to 5. It is, and your what ideas, your creative abilities, your whatever inside you are pissed the fuck off. That's what's making you feel down. Your creative ideas is within you. It's saying, damn, you steady keep putting me on the back burner year after year after year after year, season after season after season, whatever after whatever after whatever. You done had this money 1,000 times to go ahead and get a couple of things here, getting a couple of things there, getting a couple of equipment there, getting a couple of little things here and there. And that's what people say. Ideally, you sleeping on your damn self and your own creative ideas to be able to monetize. Because people are monetizing off you regardless, whether it's your intellectual ideas and your brain, whatever. People are getting stuff off me now for free. You know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying? And barely support the channel. And right, it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow. And see, these are the stages that you see who's who. And when you self-employed entrepreneur, you gonna see who's gonna really be there to help you grow the shit from what they say, the ground floor. The build, and that's to build a foundation, huh? So it'll run smoothly, and it'll be easy. Who gonna get in with you at the ground level, and not gonna be talking shit as we going through the processes and the things we need to do to build the shit, to build a multi-million-dollar company, to build a whatever client base and a customer base and sales, and you know what I mean. Because ideally, when people go to 9 to 5s, you putting forth the same effort. Even if you half-assing it, even if you saying, man, I just be on the clock, just riding the clock, you still putting forth energy and effort to whatever you do to yourself in the rise or whatever routine you do. Then, like I said, to head out, whatever your personal transportation or public transportation, all of this energy you spending, then just to go sit on the clock and not really just, okay, yeah, you getting the money. It's just, but it's not nothing that's fueling you. It's not nothing that's elevating your soul and your spirit. You're just really a robot for real. And you're really taking up a spot that somebody really actually needs like a motherfucker. Think about that. All of y'all people that's just, man, I'm great. I've been at this job 20 years, 9 to 5. I just be riding the clock. I don't be doing shit. Damn, it may be somebody that really, really need that spot. You can get the fuck out the way and go start your own business or your creative ideas, and then it'll be a spot open for somebody that actually really need that. But even if you say, man, I just be half-assing it at my 9 to 5 on my job or my gig, so what? It's still being energy being dispensed. You still gotta be there. You feel what I mean? You still gotta even at half-ass, you still gotta perform. You overdig me. So why not be able to set your own schedule, set your own hours, be able to if you have any complaints or gripes or whatever, you could be able to switch and adjust shit. You don't have to go through human resources and go through these people, and you got to call these people, and you got to you know what I'm saying, you got to do this and do that, you know what I'm saying. With them 9 to 5s, man, that is what that working class is only fueling the people that a lot of people despise so much. You know what I mean? These big companies, corporate, oh, they're killing us. Excuse me, why? They're doing this, they're doing that to our children. But a lot of y'all, however, a lot of y'all go work for them, though. They poisoning us. They doing this. They doing that. They're putting this and that. They're selling this at the grocery. But a lot of y'all go work for them, though. They're doing this and that. It's corruption here and there. But a lot of y'all go put on the uniform and go work for them, though. You see what I mean? These are conundrum, counterproductive arguments and things that go on. A lot of instances. A lot of people work for and put forth the energy to, or whatever have you. And like I say, they do jobs. Some people do job referrals, put people on to the same companies and corporations. You know what I'm saying? That's what the origin of how they got built was on what? Fucking somebody else over. So, like I said, that's the problem. The excessive spending that a lot of melanin, black, copper tone, indigenous people are doing. We're not doing that same amount of spending with each other. Like I said, I'm talking about your personal family members, your homies, your colleagues. Yeah, I get the phrase, you gotta promote your stuff to strangers will make you rich. I understand that. However, we have to start flipping that around. We gotta flip that around, because most people you around them on a somewhat semi-consistent basis or consistent basis anyway. So goddamn, don't just keep sitting in my face. Buy something, even if it's a gift for somebody. You giving it away, whatever. You know what I mean? Because that's the same thing people do when they buy from the big companies or corporations that a lot of people work for. You buy stuff and you either you use it, you give it away, you throw it away, you waste. You know what I mean? Same thing. It's the same thing, but you doing it with your homie, your friend, your niece, or whoever that you see is they need that investment in their business, in their ideas, in their whatever they're doing. And there's too many people that sit in our face and don't buy shit from us, stuff, items, things, our creative things, whatever, from us consistently. And guess what they need from you in occasions? They need your support. They need your advice. They need your this and that. They need your this. They need your that. So, all right, y'all. Peace and love. Royal Day abundance. Hope all is well. Subscribe, share, donate to the channel. Cosmic Mind UV.